This is the Binge movie podcast where we work our way through a franchise, one movie at a time, and we drink. I'm your host, Joshua Ryan. With me, as always, my co-host, Timbo Jones. What's up, Timbo?
What's up, man? Let's do it. Excited tonight to talk about John Wick, Chapter 4.
I am. We're coming into the fourth movie, and we have with us here our very special guest, Loretto. Tell the people who you are, where they might know you from. What's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you so much for having me. My name is Loretto. I am a critic and writer for The Cinema Spot. Check us out over at thecinemaspot.com. I also co-host a podcast on YouTube, The Geekly Goods Roundup, with my good friend Leo. He's the creator of Geekly Goods. Check us out at Geekly Goods on all socials. And on YouTube, check us out, Geekly Goods Roundup. We do it live every Monday. I actually just finished our live stream just before I got to hang out with you guys. So thanks for having me. I'm really excited to talk shop. And as you see with the legend Chow Yun-fat on my shirt, I'm a big fan of gun fu, big fan of action, so this is one of my favorite films in the past decade. So
awesome. Well, as I told you before you jumped on, this is not only a movie podcast, it's a movie podcast where we drink. So what are you drinking today? What do you got?
all right, man, I went a little fancy, but I didn't break the wallet. I got a little baby shot of some Gold Reserve, some Johnny Walker.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a big Scotch guy. You know, to quote Ron Burgundy, I love Scotch. So yeah, cheers. Got my little swifter. You know.
Timbo,
Nice.
what you got in the glass?
I have my classic hiccup mug frozen.
Oh, I bet there's something fancy in there.
I had to fancy it up because I'm still working my way through free beer, and I had to get this beer out of my house. And this is the only time I really drink this beer is for the show.
Right.
So it's free.
You can't beat free though.
You can't be free.
So-
The best
Free to
tasting beer is free.
It tastes good.
Otherwise, it's just sitting in the fridge. Josh, what
I'm
you got,
going
buddy?
here with working my way through an old-fashioned here that
Yes.
I made up with some Maker's Mark, but I am going to, if you can hear my lighter here, I make a little smoked old-fashioned. I smoke this bad boy up, give it a
Please tell
little
me that's
flavor,
not-
little flavor.
How close is that to your microphone?
Don't worry about it.
That looked
Fuck.
close.
No, we're good.
There's like sparks flying.
Fine. Josh has
All right.
no audio.
Yeah, give that a minute to soak in the smoke, and let's talk some John Wick Chapter 4. Now, Tim, I know this is surprising to me. I learned as we were going into this, you actually hadn't seen this movie before.
No.
Which you were a big John Wick fan for the first three, so it's weird to me. This movie came out, what now, like 2 years ago? How did you go 2 years without seeing this thing?
Easy. I have 2 children under 7. You think I get to go to the movies anymore? No. You think I get to do anything I want anymore? No,
It's
Josh.
been on Max.
You think I get?
or it's been on Hulu, I mean. Hulu and Disney.
Yeah.
It switched over. It was on Max for a time, and then
There you
they
go.
lost the rights to
I got
it.
all the bases covered.
Did I have Max at the time? I don't know if I had Max at the time. I do now. But I canceled the Disney because we were trying to do the Disney and the ESPN and all that stuff. We canceled that for a
That'll
while.
get you. That's how they
So
get
like
you.
it was in that weird window of like it was on something else that I didn't have. And also, I didn't have a lot of time. The only time I actually really watch movies is like on my breaks at work, and that's for 30 minutes. So I got to like
It'll
chop
take
this
you
one
forever
up.
to get through this one. It's a long one.
Yes.
Timbo didn't love John Wick 3, so I'm curious to hear. He thought John Wick 3 was the weakest, which was my favorite of the trilogy that we had gone through thus far. Tim, what's your thoughts on this movie? This is your first time seeing it. What did you end up thinking?
Wait, you asked Loretto, and
like,
then you said
really,
Tim.
Really quick, so really quickly, like, and then you can liken this to maybe something like maybe the Fast and Furious franchise, which I don't love, but at some point with John Wick, I started to understand it became more about spectacle and stunts and the actual action versus like, oh, John Wick's gonna kill a bad guy. Because I mean, obviously, that's the setup, right? So the reason why we keep coming back is because of the impressive choreography and the action set pieces, which, to your point, Josh, I felt like it kept getting better and better.
Right.
I thought Chapter 2 really kind of elevated from what we saw, and it expanded the lore. And then 3 with the dogs and like the one-shots that they were doing in that, they kind of started elevating the type of action we were seeing, which I thought was really cool. And to be honest, I really, really loved 4. It's my favorite of the series. And they just kept going up and up in terms of set pieces and choreography. So,
And somehow, like, the story gets more minimal and more convoluted at the same time. I don't know how they do it. But, Tim, You're giving
that's
a
one
look.
of my bigger. That is one of my bigger problems because I like story.
Right.
I do.
keep
I
saying
need
you're a
just
story
a
guy.
basic. I just like a basic story. Like even Wick, the first one, basic story. Don't fuck with his dog, and they took his car. Like that's all we needed, and it was like let's just go, you know. And yeah, so Loretto, my thing is 1, 2, and 3. So it kind of is in the order that it came out. I like 1, and then 2, then 3. So for this one going in, I was like, all right, you know, I got shit from our editor Dave saying that and not every one of them is a revenge story, but I'll say that this was supposed to be a revenge story in my viewpoint because at the very end of 3, fucking Morpheus. I keep calling him Morpheus because I keep
That's
forgetting.
the only way I'm going to refer
the
to him in
Bowery,
this movie.
yeah, the Bowery King.
Bowery King.
The Bowery King. Cool character. He even says at the very end, Wick gets betrayed by Winston. He, you know, you think he's dead. He should be dead. But now
That
he's
dude
Superman,
falls
so that's
off
fine.
everything so far, and he's just
Yeah,
fine.
like-
He falls so far.
We believe the Kevlar vest and the jacket because he's always like vampiring that shit. You know, he's Count Dracula, and that's fine. Like I'll believe that all day. But like when he hits into the fire escape and the other and like the dumpster, you're like,
He breaks
how
his
much
back on the
padding?
dumpster. Just like, ugh.
Yeah, for real.
How much pad-
And like what we got there? But anyway,
is
but I
this
get
suit
it.
shock absorbent?
Yeah, for real, right? But yeah,
Like
so
an
at the
airbag
very
in that
end
thing.
of
Need an airbag deployment.
we need something. At the very end of it, Morpheus is like, "Are you angry? Are you mad?" And he's like, "Yeah, I think I am." You know, and it's like, okay.
I love
And
the
I'm
way
like,
he says "yeah." He says
Yeah.
"yeah" in every
Yeah.
movie. He
looks
never
up
says
with
no.
That sweet hair. Yeah, I think I am. You know, and that was almost
He
like
would be
Jason
good at
Statham.
improv.
That
You know,
was
you
terrible.
can't say no in improv. You always got to say yes and. He's always like, yeah.
You got yes and it.
And
Can you imagine being like his friend? Like, hey, you want to grab a burger? Yeah.
yeah.
I do.
He's like, fuck, I forgot my wallet. Oh, do you need me to cover you, John Wick? Yeah. Okay. All right, I got you. So this movie.
So
we're
anyway,
back
yeah.
to
So
John Wick.
hold on. So
Jesus
for Dave's point, I needed to cut you off because Dave was yelling at me. In my viewpoint, this is supposed to be like the ultimate revenge movie because the way the last one ended, he's supposed to seek his revenge on the high table, possibly Winston. You know, you don't know. And so I was going into it like, let's fucking go. And then I saw the runtime, and I was like, well, that's a long movie. Okay, but I'm still down. And then like the opening started, and I was like, okay. And then the fire became a fucking triangle, and I was like, I don't know why the Teletubbies showed up with the triangle thing. That's fine. Okay, there's fire. Let's go. What's the point? I don't know. And then things happened that we saw in the other two movies.
Well, we'll get to it. Don't worry. We'll get to the things that do happen.
What? Ooh, yeah, baby.
So we're back to
talk.
just chapter 4. They get rid of Parabellum is the only offshoot where they tried sliding a subtitle in there. It's the only odd one out. We're back to just chapter 4. This movie released March 24th, 2023. Okay, opens number 1, as it would. It's John Wick. Number 2, we have Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Number 3, Scream 6. Number 4, Creed 3. And number 5, 65. It's kind of a weird week at the movies, that lineup. There's some good ones, some not so good ones.
Is there?
Some iffy ones.
I mean, I still
Scream-
haven't seen Creed 3. I wanted to see it, and
Creed
and then
3
the Jonathan
solid.
Major stuff came
Scream
out.
6 is great. I love the Scream movies, and I
Okay.
love Scream 6. But, I mean, yeah, 65 looked like it should have been great. Wasn't so great. Worldwide box office of over $447 million. 187 of that was domestic. As we've been saying, this one has a runtime of 2 hours and 49 minutes. That's too long. That's too long. The last one was 2 hours and 11 minutes. It
Didn't
jumped
need to be that
so
long.
much. It jumped so much. Budget of $100 million. Keanu Reeves, salary of $15 million. That was a big increase because for the last couple he's been making like $1 million, $2 million. All of a sudden this one, bam, $15 million, up to the top. So there's a couple of huge additions to this cast. Mainly we got Bill Skarsgård as the villain and Donnie Yen as the blind assassin Kane. Now I love Skarsgård. I love Donnie Yen. So who's your favorite Skarsgård? We got to go there. Skarsgård family. Loretta, who's your go-to Skarsgård? Do you have one?
Oh, man,
Alexander,
it's gotta be
Bill.
Who's the elder statesman there? Stellan Skarsgård. That guy's
Stellan is my
fantastic.
favorite too. The Daddy Skarsgård. I like him. Tim, you
I
just
can't
know-
even. I don't even like. They're
No
all the
opinion on
same
Skarsgård?
person to me. It's like multiplicity. They're all
They
the
look
same.
so different.
I love
I
Michael
don't
Keaton.
know. Right? Isn't Multiplicity such a good movie? It's so underrated. Yeah, I don't know which one. Oh, man, I can't. Now that you ask me, I'm going blank. Don't put me in the spot, Josh.
That's okay. I mean, Bill. We got Bill Skarsgård. He's good.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
does a lot of
I'm
horror, a lot of
going-
character acting.
Yeah, I'm going Bill.
Although, you know what? What the fuck's he doing with his accent in this movie? I don't love
What the fuck is with the no R's? Rules
His
are meant to
accent-
be, not be broken.
Was not a good accent.
It sounds like a UFC guy at the bar trying to do GSP. Like, look, I'm not
God, I get
impressed.
that.
I'm not impressed. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what is the fucking Will Ferrell movie where he drives a car?
Ricky
The
Bobby.
How Dig a Night?
Ricky
yeah,
Bobby.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Sacha
Yeah,
Baron
Ricky-
Cohen, the French bad guy.
Bobby. Yeah.
Yeah, Talladega Nights. Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you want a crepe? I say I love crepes. Stuff.
The fact that he couldn't like pronounce anything R word was fucking hilarious. And he had to say rules like 3 times in the beginning with Winston. I was like, what? That was like the first time I was like, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah.
'Cause you
It
started
sounded
off
like
pretty
he
strong.
said "wools, wools."
Who's?
It's like what?
Winston, what you think of the who's? It was like, hello? Like it was like fucking Team America. Like, what is going on? Hans, please? Oh, hey, Hans. Oh, hello, Winston. You're going to fucking die. You're like, what the fuck, dude?
He was trying.
Team
okay?
America,
He tried
don't
really
come
hard.
at me. Yeah.
To be fair,
did he try hard?
To be fair, minus the accent though, he was doing the mustache twirling baddie pretty good. Minus the accent.
Yeah, he was chewing
and
the
the
scenery.
little,
He was
the
he was
tiny
feeling
spoon,
it.
like just killing time in the very beginning. Yeah.
No, we actually
also
zoomed
get-
in on the sugar on that. We zoom
Yeah.
in on the sugar, and you see it go in.
God.
Scoop. We had Clancy Brown as the
Love
harbinger,
Clancy Brown.
just bringing
Oh,
it in, and then
Always.
forgive me if I fuck up the name. Hiroyuki Sanada. Was I close?
I
Okay.
That sounds
as
good.
the owner of the Osaka Continental. What a
He's
badass.
the fucking best.
He's a
the fucking
badass.
best. I
So
know
now we
that's
know there's-
like he's way too old to be Scorpion, but he has to be Scorpion,
He's awesome.
right? Like he was, like no one else could be. When they said he was Scorpion in that shitty Mortal Kombat movie, you're like, oh my
It's
god,
not that bad.
it's pretty bad.
Oh,
They made a
dude, I
whole
almost
new
walked
character.
out
Did you really
before we
walk
get
out?
derailed. I almost walked out. That movie pissed me off.
Dude, why do you make a new character? There's no reason for it. And the tournament didn't even happen. The tournament didn't
Okay.
even happen, Josh. Sorry.
Save it. Listen, what if we cover Mortal Kombat later? Save it.
Yes.
Spoiler.
Known Continentals. We have New York, which gets destroyed. Speaking of which, we got to
Ugh.
talk about that. But okay, New York,
R.I.P..
Rome, Casablanca, and now Osaka. Apparently, they got different rules because at the Osaka, they tried telling the one dude, Mr. Nobody, he can't bring his dog in. But in the New York, they're just like, "You got a dog? Hell yeah, that's cool. You want me to look at him? Like, I'll watch him. He's want a treat."
Well, didn't he slid him a coin too, right? Did he slid him to the tracker or right? The
Yeah,
guy's
yeah,
name was
yeah.
like Tracker. Did he slide him a coin too or no?
Oh yeah. They knew he was good.
remember.
They knew who he was. They were just like, "You can't bring
Yeah.
a dog in here." And he's like, "It's my emotional support dog." And they're just like, "Fine."
See, that's like dumb writing. There was no reason for that. It was just to make that joke. He's my
Yeah.
emotional support dog. And you're
Well,
like,
to be
"That's
fair,
stupid."
Koji, who Hiroyuki Sanada plays, he's like, "Why is there a dog in my lobby?" It was kind of played up for a joke.
Yeah.
So.
It carries over.
And also, when
Lance
John Wick
Riddick-
walks in with a fucking dog, you don't ask what the fuck.
Well,
You're
he's
like,
John
Why is
Wick.
Wick here.
Yeah.
yeah. He's not
And-
supposed to be here
We know what happened when people fucked with his last dog, so he can bring
Yeah.
that dog anywhere he wants.
because they showed it. They touched on it again in this one.
So we got Lance Reddick as the concierge of the New York Continental.
Oh,
Poor
man,
Lance
yeah.
Reddick. He died on March 16th, 2023, just before this movie was released. He was 60
great.
years old. And then his character is killed in the movie's opening, shot by Skarsgård, and the movie was dedicated to him. He's great, man.
He
Just
was
great.
great.
Great character
Yeah.
actor. And you know what I love? That we, at least in the third one, got to see him be a badass for a moment. Take the guns and
Yes.
just
With the
rip
fucking
through.
shotgun. So
Uh-huh.
bad.
But if we're talking action, I have some gripes about the action in this movie. Primarily the opening Osaka action sequence. And listen, it's not to be an ass to the great Keanu Reeves. He's an old man. I get it. But so
Yeah.
much of the action here is slow and it looks like it's meant to be fast, and clearly a bad guy is waiting for Keanu Reeves, who is kind of slowly spinning his leg into a position, and I'm just like, this just don't have the same pizzazz as the first ones here. Now, it gets better in other action sequences, but my problem is this is an editing thing. This is an editing thing. I get that he's old, and we're trying to put him on screen to do it. Edit it differently, because you're showcasing just how slow and hard it is for him to do it. And it makes it so much less believable.
The one dude in that fight where there was like a giant drum and they're all in like the whatever gear, like the SWAT gear or whatever they're in. It's so like I know he's shooting at them and everyone now has everything bulletproof. Everything's bulletproof, so he's got to shoot them like 20 million times. But like, so sure, like I guess he's hurt because just still from the pressure of it. But man, when he's like leaning against the drum, like he drags himself over, props against the drum, and just waits for Keanu to be done fighting the guy and then attacks him. I was like, okay. I was with you on that one. The best fight scenes are all of Donnie Yen.
Well, Donnie Yen fucking rules,
Dude, he fucking rules. He already played a blind guy in Rogue One, and he is my favorite character in Rogue One. You got that? Yep, I have that as well.
Badass.
I have a different one. But yes, I'm with you. Rogue One is an amazing movie. I don't give a shit. We're going to talk about it another time. But like Donnie Yen
it's already on the
playing... But it was funnier. He was, I don't know why. I feel like his blind guy in Rogue One was better because even when they put the bag over him, he's like, I'm fucking blind, guys. Like, I can't see.
Right.
But in this one, he like knows he has, what is it, like 4 2s or whatever he had. I was like, how do you know your cards? Like, are you blind or are you not blind? And then there's no braille on it.
This is just an elaborate trick. The whole time it's been an elaborate trick so people underestimate him.
For real. But no, I think I'm with you on that, Josh. I felt like there were so many of the bad guys in waiting, to attack him. And with Donnie Yen, all his scenes with him and Scorpion, because I can't pronounce the name, their fight scene, their sword fight was fucking dope. Yeah, like the doorbell thing was a very clever way of doing the blind sketch bit.
It was kind of a sketch.
You know what I mean?
Well, when talking about
Donnie Yen.
Keanu Reeves' age here, John Wick producer Basil Iwanek, I think that's how you say it, confirmed to the Direct that he considers Keanu Reeves' character to be 52 years old during the events of the 4 films. That's what he says. He says, this is a quote, "The first 3 movies take place in like 2 months, and then John Wick 4 takes place like 8 months after that when he's recovering from his injuries. So the decade of storytelling is really just about a year of this guy's life." I don't even think those first 3 movies take place over 2 months. I think it's like 1 week. We talked about this, watching them back to back. It's all like back to back to back. That is not 2 months, I don't think. But he says he considers them to be 52, but John Wick's dossier appears several times in the movies, and it states that John Wick was born on September 2nd, 1964, which is Keanu Reeves' birthday, which would mean John Wick was 50 when the movie started and is 50 throughout all 4 movies. So where this becomes a problem, which I talked about, is, like I said, these movies take place over a decade, filming-wise. So Keanu Reeves has gone from like 49 when filming started of the first one to 60 when this one comes out. But his character is still 49 or 50 years old. And you can just see that he is aged far beyond. Now, I guess one excuse could be, well, the guy has had a really rough week. He's been shot a bunch. That's why he's limping around and stuff. I guess it could be that. But it's just one of those kind of the problems of it taking so long to make the movies that all occur in such a short span. It's a problem.
I actually wanted to touch upon the editing thing. I was just too shy to kind of jump in there.
Oh, no,
but
speak up, interrupt.
Baby.
I think at the most, right? Like, at least maybe speed up the footy. You know what I mean?
I thought of that too.
Yeah.
A tiny bit.
because the choreo is clean, and not to like fucking pat myself in the back and toot my own horn, but I train in like Muay Thai and Jiu Jitsu, and the move he does with the leg, and he's like doing like a leg lock roll, and he's doing these things. It's really cool. Yeah, but maybe like do some cinematic tricks to speed it up a little bit, make it look even cooler. So it's like the stuff like that I can appreciate.
It's just
but
an editing problem.
To your point though, Josh, it does look really slow. Especially I think the very first guy he takes down on the roof. It's like he drops down, he wraps his leg, the guy's just standing there, and then so
it's. I put in my notes, it's primarily the leg work. When he has to do a leg move or some sort of like spin and wrap his leg around somebody, that's when it takes the longest. Like his hand stuff, it's like believable. When he's throwing punches or doing a twist, quote unquote believable. Not super believable, but I can suspend my disbelief, enough to be like, okay, this is cool. But when he's trying to do some leg wrap, it's just like it's taking him 5 minutes to get in position, and the guy's just standing there, and I'm like, come on, what's going on here?
Well, what's interesting is later in the film, like the best jiu-jitsu moment he had was when he took out the big fat guy, Scott Adkins. It was a silhouette shot. They shot it in a manner that you couldn't really notice how long it took him to get to the other side, but for me, I saw what he did, and he wrapped around and got in a mount and started wailing on the fat guy. But it was all seen through water, and it was seen as a silhouette, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
So maybe maybe present it in a different manner so that you don't notice the guy is just standing there and he's doing jiu-jitsu,
right. Now, we always talk about these actors' age. We have in these past 3 episodes, just because most of these people coming in here being badasses are older, which is totally cool. I think that's awesome. So we have Kane, who we already talked about, Donnie Yen. He's also 59 when this movie's coming out. The idea of a blind assassin, we touched on a little bit. It's a cool gimmick. He's got the bell sensors we talked about. But at the same time, I'm just kind of fucking tiptoe. Just tiptoe up on him. I feel like I could get him. I just tiptoe up to him. He's not going to know I'm coming. I see the bell, and I'm like, okay, cool. That guy walked through the bell, and he got, sorted in the neck. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tiptoe around here. Maybe throw a loaf of bread when he's in the kitchen. Throw bread that way. Trick him like a dog.
Is he
I don't feel like he would be that hard to get. I think I could do it.
So here's my thing, and I know you guys felt some type of way about it. My whole problem with this film, and I like the whole film as a whole, I just feel like it starts so strong. I like that whole sequence a lot more than the rest of the film, and minus the video game shots, which we'll talk about later. But
it's a long action sequence.
No, and also
not as a negative. It's just a long one.
Yeah,
I like how tongue in cheek it is. Because I'll be honest, when John Wick finds the nunchucks, I swear to God, I just feel like that had to be played for laughs because he was literally just spanking these guys, and it looked so funny. And then later on, when he actually fights Donnie Yen, the character Kane, there was a couple moments where Kane was like, "Hey, John, you dead?" And I thought that was kind of funny. They're kind of playing into the whole blind thing, and then they're having fun with it. So for me, as long as they're having fun with it, I'm having fun. So I love the Osaka sequence, minus the slow movements, but
I like it. And like I said, it's a long action sequence, and there are some good stuff in it. I love the nunchucks. I still think it's probably the weakest action of the movie. I think the action gets better later on. Let's see here. Oh, so we talked about Mr. Nobody. He's got his Belgian Malinois. The dog doesn't have an official name, but is referred to as the faithful companion in the script. And this dog is played by the same set of Belgian Malinois who played Halle Berry's dogs. There were 4 of them. And they added an additional canine actor named Lana 5. So there are 5 different dogs playing that one Belgian Malinois. When we're talking action here, I prefer John Wick when it is bladed and hand-to-hand action. I like the cool sword fights, like the fight between Kane and the Osaka, the Osaka leader.
Koji.
It's a short fight, but it's a damn cool fight. That's what I prefer to the gun fu. I like the actual martial arts hand-to-hand shit. What do you guys think?
I do like gun fu, John Woo and all that. Dude, fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But when everyone has that Kevlar suit and everyone's just ducking behind it, that's where I'm like, can we do a different move or figure something else out? We've seen it so many times now. Can we just do something new? And that was my biggest problem with this is everything was repeated again.
And that's not even a thing in the first movie, right? Now that we're watching them also back to back, Kevlar suits don't come in until the second one.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, why is he...
And it was used minimally in that movie.
Minimally. Yeah, it wasn't
Wick was the only one who had it, I think, or maybe one other person,
yeah. But it makes sense
I think
if
Common
the table...
had it too. Common's character.
They
were both... Yeah, they were both kind of doing that,
But it made sense if, the table were to have something like that. Because if it's out there, how does the table not have it? So when they're... So in 3, when they're storming the Continental... It makes sense the guys all have super body armor, and they had to go back and get shotguns, which was a great bit about it. That was really funny. But yeah, like it didn't even feel like that. It just felt like you're like I agree with you, Josh. Where I would say I'd rather see him go hand to hand, even as silly with the nunchucks, than he would like swing him over his neck
Hey, I like
and
the
grab a
nunchucks,
gun
man.
and do some shit. I'm like, dude, you're gonna hit yourself in the face, man. Like we've all done the neck thing. Come on. So I'm with you on that. I wanted to see him more do like hand to hands, and I think that you're right, Loretto. That if maybe they played more into the space of it to where like he's fighting behind the glass, you don't necessarily see it, and maybe he throws someone through the glass, or like you see him lay down and then he has the guy on him, like the guy might be full mount but he's like fucking choking him out with his legs or something like that. So you don't have to see the moves happen, but the camera still is like tracking along as John's making his way through these fucking henchmen. But that's the thing, I think a lot of the action scenes have so many henchmen that you're like, you didn't need all of that. Like, how many guys did they fucking bring into that Osaka fucking place? And then it didn't seem like a lot. And it also seemed like Scorpion's fucking crew took some of those guys out. And why the fuck do they have to have bows and arrows and shit like that? You don't think they're going to have guns and pistols? Like,
I thought that was cool.
It was cool.
Like, especially because the Kevlar suits, right? Like, it's supposed to stop bullets, but I think, like, maybe that was part of it. It's like, oh, you can pierce it, right? Like,
it was cool, but I'm also like, wouldn't they also have guns? Like, do they just, like, are they all super traditional?
Bow and arrows
that's
work.
cool, and I like it. But I mean, did they actually go through the Kevlar? I don't remember.
Yeah, well, it did. No, there was a couple. It went through the suits, and I thought that was cool. But also, really quickly, like, as much as I liked seeing straight to DVD action star Scott Adkins in a fat suit, I think
straight to DVD. How dare you? Oh,
it's true.
I had to say it. I think Hiroki versus Donnie Yen, like, for me, that made my ticket. And, like, you see the action figure.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Donnie Yen fan. Ip Man, freaking Flashpoint.
Man. Yes.
You know what I mean? The Fast Fist. So, Donnie Yen, I'm a huge fan. Hiroki going back to, like, the freaking Last Samurai. So, that fight is my favorite fight in the entire film. And that, for me, that was my ticket. And that's also why, like, I enjoyed that sequence more so than the later sequences. But
no,
I'm with you. Yes,
it should have been longer.
Yes, because isn't he like an actual swordsman too? Like Hiroki.
Oh, dude, Hiroki Sanada has samurai training. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, like on a bullet
you could
train,
tell
he
too
was
the way he moves.
Boss.
Yeah, his technique is like immaculate. It's awesome.
Yeah, I would.
Isn't he also the one
to have that longer? Sorry, Josh.
In the Godzilla movie, when they're like, oh, what is? Isn't he in Godzilla?
No,
He was in Endgame, and Hawkeye fucking executes him.
You're thinking of the guy who's in. I can't think of his name, but he's in all.
You're thinking of Ken Watanabe.
Movies.
Oh, it is Ken Watanabe. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. He's in
but
Inception.
Hiroki was in Endgame, and he's a big Yakuza boss, and Hawkeye as Ronin executes him. So.
Yeah. Another sword play as well.
Another sword. He's the sword guy.
He's the sword guy, but it's so funny because knowing that he's so good at it and he's actually trained, I'm like, he should win. So he should have beat Hawkeye and he should have beat Donnie Yen. Like he should have blown them both.
Yeah. And also not just as a Marvel fanboy, but when I saw him in Endgame, I was like, fuck yeah.
Yes.
Put him in there. That guy's awesome.
Yes. Dude, I agree with you 100%. I was fucking stoked. I was like, let's go. Yeah.
So after Kane kills...
Keep us on track, Josh.
After Kane kills the Osaka leader here, he tells the daughter, I'll be waiting for you, or I'll be expecting you. Basically, setting up, he's expecting the daughter is going to be coming back for revenge later on. And it was confirmed at CinemaCon 2025 in Vegas that they're doing a Kane spin-off movie, which Donnie Yen will star in and direct. So I'm wondering if that will be part of the story of that. If the daughter will come looking for some vengeance, or if they're just going to take it in an entirely new direction. I don't know.
Did you see?
You guys saw the post-credit, right?
Yeah, right. Did you see the
shit!
post-credit?
No, there's a post-credit.
There's a post-credit sequence.
Yes.
Fuck. Well, tell it to me now. Hit it with me.
Yes. So it's literally like Marvel. It's at the end of the credits, and then
I sat through so much of the credits. I sat through so much.
Did you really?
I sat through so many of them. It had to have been at the very.
So at the end of the credits, we're like,
yes.
We see like a crowd of people. We see Donnie Yen's daughter playing the violin, and obviously he's like listening. He's that's my daughter, and then you see Koji's daughter with a blade, and she starts approaching Donnie Yen, and then it cuts to black.
Fuck, that's awesome.
Yeah, he was bringing flowers to her, so he's walking over to her and doesn't notice the daughter coming at him.
Well, shit. Shit on my face. Okay.
So you're right.
All
I think it might be like that, Josh.
Well, that would be
I think
awesome.
you're on track.
Well, it's confirmed. We have a Kane spinoff, so that's cool. Let's see here. Oh, so Winston and Wick, they're just good with each other. Did they ever address? Because Tim, at the end of the third one, Tim was like,
angry.
Winston turned on Wick, and I was like, I don't think that's what it was. I think it was he knew he had a bulletproof vest and he'd be okay. I don't know how he knew he'd be okay falling 12 stories and landing headfirst on a car, but that's what happened. But they never really addressed that, did they, or did I miss that? I got a little drunk watching it.
No, they
No, they didn't address it.
They pretended it never happened. They didn't even mention it.
But Morpheus
That's
brings
weird.
it up. Fucking Lawrence Fishburne brings it up. He goes,
No,
well,
but-
you did shoot him. And then what did Winston say?
But John wasn't even freaking there.
No, John wasn't there. It was just
Yeah, and then
the two of them.
so the Bowery King was like, "Oh, but you shot him," and then Winston was like, "Yeah, well, I had to," and that was it.
Yeah,
that was
right.
all
That was
they
it.
spoke of. Like,
because he was like, I need to talk to John, and he's like, do you know where he is or something like that, right? He was trying to
Yeah.
find him. Wasn't Winston trying to find him?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then even when him and John
Last
meet,
time I
he's like,
saw him, he was falling 12 stories off a building
Yeah.
after I shot him.
yeah. And then he's like, I'm gonna be your fucking second or whatever, and he just was like telling him about the rules. And then
No, exactly.
at least John was like, what do you get out of it? Because at least he knew now he's not gonna do anything unless he gets something out of
Right.
it. And then he's like, well, I can get my fucking hotel back. Oh, but that made me so
Winston-
bad. I was like,
So they're talking, and they're just cool. Like I said, he doesn't hold it against him. Wick don't hold it against him. And Winston's just like, hey, man, you got to do a high-table duel. That's how you're going to get back. And Wick's just like, the high-table duels are a myth. And I'm just like, what? You live in a world where there are homeless assassins and sumo assassins and sushi assassins, and a coin can mean you're a god and everything else, but you think a duel is a myth?
thank
It's just
you.
a duel.
Thank you.
I was so confused. What do you mean you don't believe that you can challenge someone to a duel in this world that you exist in?
You got fucking markers telling you have to go kill the dude's sister who's a member of the high table. But
Someone
the fucking
ripped your
duel, 10
ticket and
paces.
scolded you with an upside-down cross on your back, but challenging someone to a duel is a myth.
Yeah.
It's too far. You can't do that.
I don't believe it.
That one threw me off. During that scene, my wife is just looking, and she's just paused, and I'm thinking, oh, she's thinking what I'm thinking. That doesn't make any sense. And she just goes, those can't be his real teeth. About Winston? she's like, they're too big and they're too white. And so I Googled it. I had to Google. And this site, houseandwhips.com, says, just houseandwhips.com. And they had an entire article that basically just said, yeah, we think he's got veneers. We don't think he has plastic surgery because he looks too old, but we think those are fake teeth. And I'm just like, you don't have any information. You're just having a whole article guessing.
between Hellboy and John Wick Chapter 4, it's the first time I saw his teeth like that, and I was like, oh, he got some work done. Like,
Oh, so to get a duel, he's got to go back to the Ruska Roma, those ballerina folk. And this is where I have a question. How good are these bulletproof vests? Because he gets shot by a priest with a shotgun, like point blank. And again, it's fine.
It's fine.
He's just fine.
Fine. Duels are a myth, Josh. I'm just going to say that.
So-
Duels are a myth.
Yeah.
so hold on,
Not even a
just the
broken
fact
rib
that
or anything?
we're 4 movies in, right, guys, and the fact that he survived the 3rd film, it's kind of like I said, I was
mean, this is
likening it
true.
to Fast and the Furious because at some point, believability starts going out the window.
Oh, yeah.
This is true.
You know what
and
I mean?
know
And you
this.
just kind of
I know
you
this.
kind of start
fair.
enjoying it, it is ridiculous. And I also, I mean, I'm kind of jumping the gun here, but
No, bring it
that
in.
sequence when he freaking falls down the steps he's supposed to climb, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
falls down
Oh,
like
man.
5, 6, 7, 8 flights of steps. Like, I feel like that was
I got the
intentionally
deets.
funny, but it was
We'll get
also
there.
like, it's like, dude, this is John Wick just falling down. Like, he's all right. He'll be okay. Like,
Loretto, did you see this movie in theaters? I didn't ask you this. Did you see this in
I
theaters?
saw it twice in theaters. I had a great
He
time.
said twice.
I saw it. I caught it in theaters. How did that scene go in your theater? Good? Did it get a laugh? People
Dude,
enjoyed
it was uproarious, especially
Yeah,
like
people
the
loved it in my
opening
theater.
weekend. We were dying the whole time he was falling down the steps.
Yeah,
I think I need to see this with people who really enjoyed it.
maybe.
Because I just kept going every platform. I was like, you couldn't fucking stop. I was in the closet. I got trapped in the closet. But it was like, I was
at
like,
some
you can't
point,
fucking
right? It's
stop.
like, oh,
you can't fucking
he
stop.
He couldn't hold on to like one step. No, he
No.
he rolled down the whole fucking thing.
At some points, You can tell he's like pushing himself down the steps. Ugh.
That's what I'm saying. Like those platforms did not take the double or triple roll. Like you could have fucking lost your momentum. You know, it wasn't
And
like.
to be fair, he probably broke his collarbone, broke a hip, like. But it's
Yeah.
okay. It's just at that point, I was
okay.
I thought it was just hilarious at that point.
It's funny because you keep bringing up Fast and the Furious, which is a guilty franchise of mine. In the girl fight in the 6th one, they actually tumble downstairs, but it's so fucking gnarly. If you remember, they start going down the handrail, tumbling over that, and then falling off that, and then hitting down the stairs. And I was like, "Oh my god, that was nasty."
That was
Dude, that fight was
Charlize
awesome.
versus Michelle Rodriguez, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Charlize?
Okay. I remember.
No, it wasn't Charlize. It was I think the one who was it Gina Carano?
Oh,
Carano?
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
She's
that
in one of those
that
fucking
fight-
movies.
Yeah,
she is in one of those fucking
yeah, she
movies.
is. But she's I don't give a okay, yes, she is who she is. But as a
Oh,
fighter,
I wasn't saying it because that. I was just saying I didn't know. I didn't know
she's
she was in
fucking
it.
boss. And like her as Cara Dune was dope. But like she's a person who can manhandle some motherfuckers. So when her and Michelle Rodriguez went at it, that was the better fight scene than the other two having their fight scene. Tay Diggs and the other guy trying to fight the one guy. I'm all over.
All right,
the
I'm
place.
making another
But that
drink.
reminded me of that staircase. Sorry.
I didn't want to make another old fashioned because they are time consuming. So I'm just
They're
going
time-consuming.
whiskey Coke.
I am a
Hey,
whiskey
here.
guy.
Here.
I know I'm drinking
I'm
a lot
on
of
my
Bud Lights.
second bottle of scotch, so.
Nice.
You're too fancy for me. I like whiskey, but I just can't do scotch. I don't know
Scotch,
what- And my dude,
Really?
my wife does scotch. Yeah, she does scotch.
Dude,
like,
you know,
and
and
I'm
you
just
can't
like,
shoot it, bro. You just gotta sip on it, take in the flavor, you know.
oh, baby, I'm with you, baby. I don't like people do the flavored whiskey, like the maple bacon, and I'm like, no, just
No,
give me
fuck
like
that.
a rock, you know, maybe two, if
Right.
that, and let's go. Yeah, I want it to punch me in the face. My whiskey. So,
I'll
Okay,
do it.
okay.
You-
Yeah,
All right,
I'd
let's
say
talk-
bourbon's got
Thank
some
you,
bite.
Josh. Yeah, bourbon.
Talk
I was
Scott
a big
Adkins
rye
because
for a
Loretto, you already were bringing him up as you referred to him straight
Yes.
to video action star Scott
son of a-
Atkins.
while. Oh, it hurts me.
So
in the core.
for John Wick to get back in with the ballerina folk, they tell him, hey, you got to kill this dude. You got to do a hit. It becomes like a movie of missions and tasks and stuff. Hey, go do this, retrieve this. Again, it's not a complaint. It's just what it is for a little bit. This, not a complaint, because I think this is one of the coolest scenes in the movie.
To be fair,
Let's-
Scott Adkins murdered the head of the family. That's
Yes.
who
Right.
he murdered.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
It's
you-
not
you got-
just
you
go
gotta
kill
pay
this
up for
dude
that, like-
who like farted by me and I was offended. Like no,
Yeah.
he killed the head of the fucking family.
Yeah.
So they send him in, and yeah, for some reason it's Scott Adkins in a weird fucking fat suit.
so
Purple,
angry.
wearing this purple suit again with giant fake teeth. Looks like fucking
Giant
Grimace.
teeth.
Looks like he's gonna fucking steal your Happy Meal, and they have to play cards against him. It's a weird setup.
That scene is
And-
too long
No, I didn't think so.
to get to the
So-
action.
No, I didn't think so. I was cool. Hey, sometimes
No,
it's
you're
about
wrong.
the art of the talk, Tim.
And
Art of the
also,
conversation.
I
But
don't know if
none
you
of
guys
these
remember
guys-
this because I'm older than I look. I'm very baby faced, but it was
Aw.
giving John Leguizamo in Spawn with the
Oh,
gold, the grill, and the fat suit. Like it was
Listen, John
giving like
Leguizamo
the
killed
clown.
in Spawn.
Yeah, it really was.
John
Now
Leguizamo
that you say that,
killed
that's
in
so
Spawn.
true. Dude, where was John Leguizamo? Wick never got his car back from him. That's bullshit.
Hey, John Leguizamo's the man. I love that guy.
That's what
Listen, we had
go
that discussion.
hardcore on him. We're in the same
We had that
fan
discussion in
camp.
the first movie. We are a
But-
John Leguizamo
But if
fan.
you think about it, Wick dropped his car off and then never got it back ever again.
well, he got busy. I think we
I'm
could
just
see
saying.
him.
I'm just saying. Whatever. I don't understand why at the end Wick didn't take. I thought the teeth were all like one big thing. And I was like hoping
Oh,
Wick,
no.
when he's pulling it out, was going to pull out all of it. And I was like, that was fucking cool. And he pulls out one. I was like, that's fucking lame. Like, pull the
Yeah,
whole
he does
fucking...
this to prove
like, I thought the whole
he
thing was
killed him.
going on. And his face.
Yeah, the face.
I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? There's so many
Why
liberties I
couldn't
have
he
to
take
take
a
on the comedy.
picture?
Why is there so much comedy in this movie? It's fucking action.
Nah,
This
it's
is not a
okay.
Jackie Chan movie.
Wait,
all right?
hold
Jackie
on.
Chan.
So you thought
I
there
get
was
so
too
angry.
much humor?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that was his complaint
Oh,
on
yeah.
3. That was his
That was my
complaint
big
about number
complaint.
3. He didn't like the comedy
Yes.
being added in.
But Scott Adkins is so great. Like I remember I read something about it where they were like trying to disguise him. You're like, if anybody who knows who he is, you're like, that's fucking him. He
right stands
there.
out.
Like he stands
He
out.
doesn't look like a
is,
genuine fat person here. So
and then when he does his moves, hold on. We got to talk about it. Don't you say anything. Anyway, when he does his moves, and you can contest this because you're now our martial arts expert. It's so smooth. It's so good. And you're like, you're too fat to have that, like, go up that high. Like, that's where the comedy comes in for me. Like, because that was a good fight scene. And, like, through the water was fucking cool and all that shit. But, like, you're too agile for a fat guy. Like, that's not how that works.
Timbo, to your point, he does this, like, left high kick, punch, spin kick where you're like, okay, that's not a fat guy.
That's what I'm saying.
It's fantastic.
This conversation.
It's so good. It's such a.
Do you guys remember? Do you remember the Eddie Murphy? The Eddie Murphy Nutty Professor. You guys remember? Of course. Everybody
I love that movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember from my childhood watching this movie, and then there was a big uproar from the heavier community about the depiction and. This argument you guys are doing, because they didn't like that it was being played for comedy, you know, that he was being made to be heavy and that was the joke and all this. And this same conversation we're having, they're like, I remember seeing on the news, like on 2020, the community is mad at the Nutty Professor. And they would be like, the way he dances on that dance floor and he's moving his hips, a fat person can't do that. And they were just, same argument you guys are doing here.
That's, okay, but that's real fucked up because they definitely can, heavier set people.
It makes me feel worse now because they obviously put Scott Adkins in a fat suit for the joke, right? So I feel bad for laughing now.
So you are contributing to the problem, Loretto, by finding
apparently,
that funny.
Like I said, the clickbait headline, because I meant to click on it, they said that the director wanted him not to be like ultra Scott Adkins in there. Like they wanted to try to hide him. And I'm like, you did not hide him.
No, they didn't hide him at all. But for the people who don't know, we keep talking about him. Some people may not know. He is a martial artist and a stuntman. And he has worked with Donnie Yen before. He was in Ip Man, I think, 4. He fights him. So he is in the action community, and especially martial arts community, a known figure who they then dress up like Grimace and have him fight John Wick in a nightclub.
I'm going to say it. Scott Adkins should have been the big bad in this movie. I'll fucking say it.
Well, he was big and he was bad, so.
Oh, shut your face, Josh.
Timbo.
Shut your beautiful face.
Hey, actually, to your point, and maybe like that way we don't have to offend like the larger community. They could have put him in a big ass fucking Amish beard with a fucking hat. They could have made him look just ridiculous, but not fat. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like if they didn't want us to know who he is, so the people who watch action movies who are going to watch this movie because we're your target audience, or you could have put like a Vega mask on him, you know,
or like a
Street
fucking
Fighters.
patch or some shit or
something. You could have done anything else but him being in that stupid fucking grill and the fat suit and just being like this the whole time. Hey, you guys want to play cards? You know, like, I don't know what the fuck that was. I was trying to do a Russian accent, and it did not come out. I was trying to,
it did not come out.
I was like, because
I don't know what it was.
I don't know what it was either. But he
was
was
a
trying to
fucking
like
Cookie Monster.
It really was. It was really bad. But he was trying to do
guttural. It was just guttural.
I was just going for it. But he was trying to do this like fucking like terrible Russian accent. He's like, I can't do it.
Before we get into, I want to talk.
Mother Russia. I hate him.
I want to talk about
no, I don't hate him, but
the nightclub action sequence. But first, before I do, I have the notes here. What's the deal with Klaus? Do you guys remember Klaus, the dude who's just like, I am Klaus.
I am Klaus. Like, what is he, Groot?
Klaus.
I am Klaus.
That's what I thought. Too much comedy.
It's okay.
I was thinking
I didn't hate it. So this is where we get our nightclub action shoot 'em up scene, and this is a staple of the franchise. I'm glad we got one. We need a nightclub shoot 'em up scene. This one's a little different. Don't give me this look, Tim. Nightclubs are vital. That's where this started. Do you remember the Russian nightclubs of the very first movie when the little Russian mob boy?
And that's when he got caught too.
But hold on,
got caught.
Hey,
he lost
Josh,
that fight scene.
Josh, you're speaking to me because I think it's important. But what kills me about this one in particular is they are just so like, and they don't give a shit about the fight scene.
They don't budge. They don't budge.
I don't care. Well, where are they in the world? Aren't they in like fucking Russia or some shit like that? Where are they?
But the
Berlin?
choreo on that
He
is just
is
like
meant to be German.
Oh,
Who
he's
are
meant to be
these people?
German.
He's German.
That is true. Those people are dancing like they're seeing a dude get knifed, and they're just like, "What the fuck?"
yeah, they're just
Yeah.
My wife even brought up, she
That's
was
right.
like, in the other ones, she's like, in the other nightclubs, they run when people start dying. She's like, these people don't care.
No. The fucking
That's
Germans.
what I'm
they don't give a
saying.
That's
shit.
Germany. It's Germany.
Yeah, it's Germany.
They're used to
and
it.
they just kept dancing their goofy ass shit. They just kept dancing. They're just like,
Well, I'll tell you one thing: cocaine's a hell of a drug.
There's
okay.
a lot of water in that nightclub,
They're-
too.
Yeah, maybe they weren't, taking some other stuff. But yeah, no, that's right. They were supposed to be German, so we were supposed to be doing a Russian accent. What the fuck am I thinking about?
No, it's okay. So Winston presents this duel to Skarsgård. Okay, and part of the conditions, if Wick wins, Winston slides in, that he gets reinstated, that they're going to rebuild the New York Continental and all this. We didn't talk about this. How did they arrange to demolish an entire Continental? And there was no repercussions that we saw. Now, granted, we weren't there in New York anymore. But where the fuck was everybody just like, why did that building just go down? What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. That's the one thing in this whole franchise as a New Yorker isn't believable. How empty New York is whenever they need it to be empty. Like all the streets, like especially in the second one when he's like stalking that guy and there's no other cars. Like I'm like, what the fuck is this? I was gonna make a joke, be like, this is the most unbelievable thing about this fucking movie. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know. They
what's
apparently when they
interesting,
build
Josh,
them,
is like I feel like they were trying to create emotional impact with the audience, but I felt way more sad about the concierge getting shot. Like,
Oh, yeah.
they didn't need to demolish the freaking building. Like,
no.
Now, okay, not to get too deep with you here. Do you think part of the emotion that you felt is because you know that the actor had actually passed away? Do you think it was like, oh shit, this is like
Oh, no.
final moments, he's gone?
No.
This character's
I would have
gone.
felt the same either way, just in terms of the story, especially because he had his moment in 3, and this guy's
Right.
loyal,
Yeah.
he's a badass, and
been since the
I just
first
hate
one.
to see good guys die, man. He's a good dude,
He's
and
a
he
good
got
dude.
shot for no
He was
reason,
a
so that's
loyal
enough
dude.
for me.
Very loyal.
Loyalty, yeah.
So Winston learns now by presenting himself by being the second to John Wick. If John Wick loses, he dies. And you see it on his face. He's like, fuck, I didn't know when I committed to this what I was in for. So the duel will happen at sunrise at the Sacré-Cœur, which is the Roman Catholic Church in Paris, with pistols as the weapon, 30 paces, moving closer in increments of 10 paces. They demand no quarter, which means, through Google according, no prisoners, no mercy, to the death.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
so
what
these are the
means.
terms. I like the way that they came to the terms, that it was like one person would present, the other person would rebut, and then they basically drew cards. But of course they had to
what
be
the
fancy. They had to be fancy, like, tokens. But it was like whoever had
Yeah.
the high card, their side won. I kind of liked that. It was like
Sure.
what do you want? What do I want? Let's see who gets it.
I want to know how Winston somehow weaseled his fucking way in there to get his Continental rebuilt and reinstated, and didn't think he would have to have anything on the line. Like that's
Well,
the
he's got
ego of fucking Winston. He's
yeah,
always
no.
in it for himself. Now I'm
You
starting
see
to
his
turn.
ego
The more
here.
we start talking about this, I'm starting to turn on Winston. I'm not gonna lie. He fucking killed John to get his thing back, because even the concierge was like, "Well played, sir," and then he just came back like, it's fine, it's fine." And then he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I need to be reinstated, and you guys are gonna build it, and it's on your dime." And then the
But I
guy's like,
don't
"Well, you're gonna
fault
die too." He's like, "Oh, I didn't think about that."
I don't fault him. He got to the
I don't
position
fault
he is
him. I'm
by
just
wiggling
saying
his weaseling his way into
he's
shit.
just a
He's
weasel.
got a weasel, man. A weasel gonna wheeze.
I thought of that just now, and I said it.
And also, really quickly, Clancy Brown as the harbinger, what do they ever called him?
Yeah. Yes.
Fantastic. He just eats
Yeah.
every
Great
scene. And if
Great
you guys
casting.
don't remember, I'm going to remind everybody, he was the hero of the Federation. Long
Yes, he
live
was.
Jill Sargent. Was it Zerg or something like that?
Something like
Zim?
that. Yeah, he fucking.
Jill Sargent Zim.
He saved us from the bugs. He saved us from the bugs.
Oh yeah.
Do your part. That's all I'm saying. Do your part.
Freaking love that
Oh.
guy, man.
Yeah, I think
Want to know
most
more?
mainstream audiences think Shawshank when they see Clancy Brown. They think Shawshank.
Okay.
That would be
I
my
think-
guess. Yeah.
I think Lex
I
Luthor.
think that was one of his bigger roles in movies, and that is a movie that has gone on to be
It's a
so
huge role.
beloved. You know,
I
he's
go.
like the main.
Lex Luthor because he was the voice of Lex Luthor to the animated Superman.
Oh,
Well, I said
That's how old I
mainstream
am.
audiences, Tim, not you.
that's a deep
That's
cut.
fair. That's fair. You did say mainstream. My bad.
Hey, but getting back to John Wick, Clancy Brown was fantastic.
Great
The
cast.
second I saw him, I was like, hell yeah. And he was
And
like
he's-
the representative of the table and shit, you know, like
Yeah.
he had the briefcase and the suit, and he was just, I'm here. To
And
see
he was
the
missing
manager.
a finger.
Yeah, he
Well,
pulled
we
the
never
freaking
talked
thing
about it.
down,
They
he's,
never
like,
figured
missing
it
a
He
out.
did
finger.
take his finger off.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, oh, that's so cool. And I was like, are we going to learn? We didn't learn? I was like, I was fine with that. I didn't need to know.
You didn't need to know.
I didn't need to know.
Are
Apparently,
you
this
guys
is shit.
familiar with? Are you guys familiar with the Warriors? The movie Warriors. 1970.
He-
Yes.
Warrior.
Is okay.
And you
It
did
has
it.
to be intentional that the last portion of this movie feels so explicitly Warriors with the smooth talking radio. Same thing happens in the Warriors. The radio's coming. The person in the radio saying, "This is
Okay,
where the
yeah.
Warriors are going." Hey there, jive turkeys. They've just made their way down 5th Street, and the same thing's happening here. Sorry, that's where I'm.
He said jive
Something
turkey
like
so
that.
smooth. Hey, you
So
kind
smooth.
of ate with it. That's all right.
Yeah, and
We're gonna get
they're like,
canceled.
"This is where the Warriors are now.
That is-
Go look. This is where the Warriors are." And that same thing happens here, and it's just John Wick making his way through the city while the person narrating to the hitmen or the gangs looking for them, this is where they are. This is what they've done now. It's so Warriors. It 100% has to be intentional. And I loved the Warriors callback here.
She
You guys
literally
didn't get it?
signals
Sorry.
like, if you didn't know, John Wick's heading to this part of the city.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
The man in black. How does she know?
That's always the question.
wondering.
But
then again,
You know-
we talked about that before. How did the fucking the what is it? The adjudicator know everything about everything? Like, well, we know
You know-
you did this and we know you did that. Like, how did everybody tells everybody? Like, what is happening?
okay, but a more important
Loose
question.
lips sink ships. That's all I'm trying to say.
More important question.
It's
Why
more-
would-
There's a lot more important questions.
John Wick
Stitches
knows
get-
where he
snitches
got to
get
go.
stitches.
That's what I'm
He knows where he got to go, and he knows people are after him. He's being listed as the man in black and all this. Why don't you shave your fucking head, shave your beard, and put on some Taurus t-shirt and just walk there?
Because they'll know. I seen Johnny
No.
Dangerously.
Come on, come on.
Who's seen Johnny Dangerously? Come on, I can't be the only one.
Well, yeah, I've seen Johnny.
Every
Dangerously.
time
So-
they change the car.
I gotta ask you guys, right? So before we
Sorry.
dive into an area where I can't talk about anymore, my issues with the runtime, I feel like there's certain things we could have cut out. Like, for example, I didn't need to see John Wick on a horse chasing the guy and then shooting the elder. Like, they could have just told us that happened, or they could have did a quick
Yeah.
flashback of him shooting the elder. I didn't need to see that.
Because we
and
saw
then,
the horses in 3. They did it.
Yeah.
I had the best
Yeah.
horses in 3.
But then we
And
saw
also,
dogs in two.
I'm gonna be honest. I did not care for the car roundabout scene. That went
I
on
dug it.
forever, and
It
I was
does.
like, and it
He
was like
gets hit
overly
by a lot of
CG'd.
cars.
I was
So
just like,
many.
dude, like I didn't need that scene. For me, what makes the Paris scene is the steps. I
Yes.
just needed to get to the steps. I didn't need to see the whole car thing. I felt like it's just too much. Like,
Okay, so right before we get to the steps, let's talk about the overhead action scene with the incendiary shotgun rounds. You're talking, you
Yes.
just want the steps. How do you
Dragon's
feel about
breath.
this scene? The dragon's breath, incendiary rounds, the overhead just kind of moving. I think that scene rocks. I dig that scene.
also from a filmmaking standpoint, it's very impressive because a lot of those shots were one take. He's shooting through walls. The way they choreographed that was insane. And I will say, as much as I love the Osaka sequence because I'm a big Donnie Yen Hiroyuki fan, but that Dragon Breath sequence kind of saved the final act for me in terms
badass.
of like, oh, this is something I've never seen before. Like, I think that was what was so cool about it, was that it just felt so unique. And it felt
That's
very
the
like I was
scene.
saying earlier, it felt like a video game, but in a good way, not in a bad way. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
That is the
Yeah.
scene that I remember when this hit theaters. Everybody was talking afterwards about that scene, the fire shotgun scene and the dragon's breath scene. I think it's pretty cool. So
Yeah,
during this scene,
that was my favorite. I think it was one of my favorite action scenes.
see, good,
Yeah.
good, Tim. You have a good take. Good job.
hey, he
So-
liked something. I thought you hated this movie.
Kind
Wick
of.
has the chance to kill
I mean, there's
Mr.
good
Nobody.
parts.
Mr. Nobody, the tracker, and he doesn't kill Mr. Nobody. Instead, he kills the guy about to kill Mr. Nobody's dog, which is a good move. Smart move, because then that guy comes back and saves John Wick later on the steps. John Wick is very lucky a lot of times.
That guy's been saving John Wick the whole fucking movie.
It's true, but he was actually trying to kill him at this point. He was actually trying to kill him because he had the money commitment.
Well, he was also trying to save him so that the money would keep going up. I get it.
Yeah.
He was saving him for his own personal interest. I'm not a fucking moron.
And this isn't in my notes.
But
I'm thinking of this just now.
Get rid of that whole character.
You don't want
You
Mr.
can get rid of.
I was saying-
You can get rid of the whole tracker character, and the movie really.
I was
could
say
still
I
be
like
better.
the hubris because, like, for me, right, in the John Wick franchise, these characters start becoming like mythical, right?
Sure.
So for me,
And they
you
needed
had
a
to
dog.
give the tracker. You had to give the tracker some kind of like swagger about him, and it was like I love that.
Oh.
He could kill John Wick right now, but he won't because he wants more money. Like it's kind of like the Joker in Dark Knight. Like,
And like the hand scene where he's like, "Do you pull the knife out or do you pull your hand out?" Like
that
that
was
cool.
gnarly.
But
That was
like,
gnarly.
there's so many characters in this, and the runtime for me is so long. You're like, well, who do you? Because at the very end, he's like, "I'm just gonna watch. We're just gonna hang out and have a beer and watch John and this guy fight."
Which that's
like,
neat.
but it's like he the whole time he wants to kill him or saves him so he gets more money, and then John saves his dog, and we all know John's gonna save the fucking dog. Like that's why we're here. And then he's like, "Well, now I got John's back." You're like,
Yeah.
"Okay, that's cool." And then no, we just don't give a fuck anymore. I'm like, "Why are we here? What's going on?" I mean, it's cool when Donnie Yen was in the staircase and was like, "John, let's get up there because we're boys," and they fought together. Like that was fucking cool, But that staircase fight was also too long. Not with Donnie Yen.
It was
Previous.
really long.
Just
Well,
the whole him fucking tumbling down for like 5 minutes. I was
200
like, what are we doing? Sorry, John.
222 steps, and it is in real life 222 steps, same as in the movie. But also in real life, there's an automated like tram that runs right next to it that will just take you up, so you don't have
Would
to
you
walk.
say like San Francisco?
yeah,
West Coast?
So you don't have
Dude,
to go up
they-
steps,
They should have did a fight sequence with that before he fell down.
right?
Dude, that would have been dumb, actually. That
would've
would've
been
super
cool.
Yeah.
Or if he just goes to use it, but it's like out of service, they could have just had that. Like he goes to take it, and it's just like out of
that-
service on it, and he's like, "Fuck."
Hey, that might have been too much humor for Timbo, though.
That would have been too much. No, I like the
All right.
fight on it, and then they stop it somehow and like disable it, and then it comes all the way
would.
back down. Like that would have been funny and cool. I like that.
So you were already talking, Tim, about how Kane comes and helps him. Kane's just a good dude. Kane's a good dude. Now,
Is he?
as they're fighting their way up, Kane stabs a dude with a pencil in the hand. Where did he get a fucking pencil from? He's wearing like a tux. He's wearing a suit. I don't know.
You saw him take it with them.
Where did he
You
take
didn't
it
see
from,
him take
Tim?
him with them?
No, where did he take it?
Fuck.
And
yeah,
why?
the I saw
He's wearing
him
a
like
suit.
when he was like when he was suiting up to go do whatever. He grabbed the pencil, put it in his pocket, and I was like, oh, he's gonna do the fucking John Wick pencil thing. That's cool.
That's Chekhov's pencil. At that point, he shows the
It is
pencil. You know
Chekhov's
he's gonna use
pencil.
it.
He's
He's
got
gonna use it. I missed it. I must have been opening a beer, pouring a shot, or something.
But you also missed that the sushi chef was a fucking assassin in the other one.
That's true.
Did you know about that, Loretto?
Oh, DeCascos? Wait, that was chapter 2.
No, 3.
Was that 2? No,
Oh,
that
it's
was
3. Oh, no, you're right. No, you're
that
right.
was
It
three,
was
yeah.
3. It was 3.
It's 3.
Yeah, that guy's
Yeah.
great.
We just watched them all.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
got you on this one.
Did you see Only the Strong?
Hey.
Yes.
Banana way. Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
my shit.
Dude, I started doing it. Josh is looking at me.
The
He's like, what
fucking
fuck are you talking
capoeira,
about?
bro. Like,
Capoeira.
that shit's
Down,
crazy.
down, down, down. Yeah, dude. Okay, good.
I don't know what you're
Thank
talking
you.
about.
I feel justified.
Only the strong.
Only
Hell
the
yeah,
strong.
Only
man.
Strong, dude.
Hey. Fuck yeah. I love that you
Dude,
know
I
that.
don't think
Hell
we've
yeah,
been
man.
getting
Fucking
drunk
go.
enough on this show.
You don't think I fucking have been saying some dumb shit, doing terrible impersonations? I'm gonna get canceled because people were like,
So I'm
"That was
pouring
fucking-"
another.
So to be fair, I got a claw in here just for context.
Oh,
Oh, I was like, if
Hey,
you're
I
doing
appreciate
water,
the
that's
honesty.
fine. Yeah,
appreciate the honesty. It was brave of you to admit that. Thank you, Loretto.
that is true.
Well, I'm trying to cut down. I got a pretty big dad bod going, so I'm trying to cut down.
Hey,
That's why
ladies
I'm-
love dad bods, so
I'm
I've
just
been
here.
told.
I'm so close. Yeah, I'm
See?
just fucking.
So Josh, I hear that, but I don't see it enough.
Well, when I say so,
I'm
I've
not
been
here.
told. I mean, when I ask ChatGPT to tell me I'm attractive with a dad bod, she does.
Of course, chat told you that. Of course, chat did.
Dude, that's so funny. I don't know if
right.
he's gonna make the edit, but this is fucking hilarious.
So, dueling a blind guy. This should be Pretty fucking easy, right? Just shuffle a little bit to the left. He's gonna shoot.
That's
Make a noise, say "Here I am," and then take a step.
You're right. Throw some pebbles to the right. Yeah. You'd be like, you cheated.
Like, this seems so unfair. Dueling a blind guy with a gun at 30 paces.
Well, for the storytelling, keep going. Sorry, Laura.
Well, I was gonna say I also kind of felt like John Wick was like he was ready for whatever came. Like, he's like, you know what,
sure.
you got your daughter.
Yes.
His wife's dead, his dog's dead. Who knows if he ever got his fucking car back because the franchise never tells us, right?
I don't think he did.
So to the point of the villain, Bill Skarsgård, he said, men have three things to live for. Something to live for, something to die for, something to kill for, right? And John has none of those things, but Donnie Yen's character Kane has all three.
Right.
Something to live for, something to die for, something to kill for. And I also feel like maybe it's bro code, maybe it's the samurai code, whatever. John understood that, and I almost feel like he was letting Kane take a shot, but to you guys' point, he's a fucking blind guy shooting from like 40, 30 yards out.
Yeah. Doesn't make fucking
He's
sense.
got good aim.
He's got great aim.
Hey, he hit John a couple times. I think it was like the neck and the stomach or whatever. Like,
I think he hit them all. He hit them all three.
yeah, he hit him every single time.
They grazed each other for the first one, and then he got him in like the fucking neck, and then he got him in the gut.
By the way, and I think this is a really cool like aesthetic touch. I loved like the freaking like 1800 pistols. I thought that was cool. Like no revolver, no freaking whatever 9mm 45. No, we went straight like classic pistols. Like
That's
single
because
shot. Fucking,
it's got to be the single shot, or you could cheat and shoot multiple times. Just pop, pop, pop. You got to have the one shot. Make it fair, the dueling pistol. But yeah, no, I agree. It looks really cool. Now, originally there was a different ending because, okay, just real quick, John Wick is down. He's like about to die, all fucking chewing on peanut butter. Comes over, bad guy's gonna like kill him, and John Wick blows his head off, kills him, and then John Wick quote unquote dies. Apparently, there was a different ending originally, where Chad Stahelski revealed that John Wick Chapter 4 originally featured an alternate ending where John Wick survived, and it showed him having survived, but it tested really badly during test screenings, so they ditched it. But at CinemaCon, same place that they gave us the Kane spinoff confirmation, this year they announced John Wick 5. So unless it's a prequel, which would be hard, because again, Keanu Reeves is getting fucking older. He's already 10 years older than his character is. He's got to be alive. Plus, okay, at the funeral, the no-name dog, who we didn't see until at the funeral, the no-name dog, which is his pit bull, is there with Winston and with Morpheus. Which, okay, we didn't talk about Morpheus is like a Ninja Turtle now. He has a whole lair in the sewers with like art and shit, like the fucking Ninja TMNT 2 Secret of the Ooze. How did we skip that? The fuck is he? He's from New York. How did he get an entire lair under Paris so quick?
Right. No, because like seriously,
out.
like as stupid and as implausible as it is, the turtle lair from part 3 and 2 got so cool with the fake trains and they got beds.
As a kid,
and
I wanted to
TVs
live in the sewer so bad because of the Ninja Turtles. I just wanted to live in the sewer.
Car? Yeah, dude.
Right, the train cars. But to your point, though, where the hell? How the hell? Now he's got like a whole underground structure. You know what? He's the Bowery King. I think that you just kind of take it with a grain of salt there. But
you know what's funny? I didn't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I just accepted it, right? But I think
it.
Here's my thing, right? I was actually kind of upset when they announced 5 because as much as like I like Keanu Reeves and I think the John Wick franchise is really cool,
I think it should be done. Let him die.
It's like, dude, you killed him off already. This is a pretty epic ending, and
I think it's a great ending.
They're trying to milk it at this point, and that's the part where I'm starting to kind of like derail a little bit. So
I didn't know that they said there was another one because I wasn't paying attention, and I hated this ending because he did die. But I'm also like, no, he's dead. You already fucking ripped the Band-Aid off. Like,
right.
Here's the
no
thing.
more. So,
an off-screen death. It was technically off-screen.
Right.
On screen we see him. That don't mean he's dead.
I don't know. Can we talk? Hold on. There's 2 things I want to talk about during that thing. First of all, the comedy, and I did like this comedic moment when he's getting ready
my
for the
God.
duel and he's taking off his jacket, and you hear the bullets hit the ground that the jacket stopped and the vest stopped.
Oh, yeah.
Did you notice that?
I
That shit
actually
was
didn't
fucking-
notice that. That's,
You didn't know? Okay, so I was watching it actually like in my bed, so I had my headphones on, so I can hear like every time he took the jacket off, it was like ding 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 ding, and then, like he took the vest off and you heard more ding 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 ding, and I was
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
That's actually a
that's
nice
actually
touch.
really funny, and that's actually very plausible because like if they just stopped it, so I
Right.
thought that was great. And I also really enjoyed when he was taking off his stuff and walking down the steps and took off the belt and like all his ammo holsters and his weapon holster, like everything fell to the ground. You heard everything falling off. It was such a great symbolism of he's like, I'm done.
He's
like,
done.
We're done. Like, I don't need to do this anymore. I'm fine.
killed Bill
And
Skarsgård.
he killed Skarsgård, which, whatever. And I wanted him to survive, obviously, because I didn't want him to die, because I wanted him to actually have some peace in his life. And I know the whole theme is that he won't ever have peace until
have
he's
peace in
dead.
the
I mean,
end.
he says that literally in the very beginning when he's talking to the new elder.
That's a line in the He
Says
He's
in
like,
the very beginning,
he'll
he's
be free. You'll be free in death. Like,
and he does this thing. I know. Yes. He just goes, yes. No, he says
Yes.
like I know or whatever. And so it's like I get it. And then obviously you knew he was gonna die when he's like, on my tombstone I wanted to say loving husband. And you're like, oh, you're gonna fucking die. And so then you see that. So if you did it, just keep him dead. Like,
I agree.
Keep him fucking dead.
But,
Even
okay,
though
at the
I might
funeral-
have been the one person who didn't like it, but keep him dead. You did it.
At the funeral, you notice this is where I was going. His no-name dog, the pit bull, looks off. I was like, huh? And sees something. And it
Oh, I didn't
makes a
notice that.
point. It makes a point to show that the dog goes, huh? And looks off to the side,
it?
but doesn't show what he sees. Yes. It cuts
I gotta
down
look at that
to the
again.
dog. Close up of
Oh,
the
I
dog
don't remember
going,
that.
huh? Looking to the side. And it doesn't show.
What did the dog do? What did the dog do?
Huh?
Oh, okay.
And so there is a theory, was John Wick there in like the wood line at his own funeral, like fucking Tom Sawyer watching, or Huck Finn watching his own funeral, when everybody thinks he's dead. That's just a theory. That's all I said, Tim. Okay, don't give me this look you give me. It's just a theory.
But it doesn't make any
But no-
fucking sense because the only people that went to his funeral was his two friends who he would tell that he's alive. Like,
Yeah, so
So-
now maybe he feels sad more people weren't there.
so as much as like I think, look, the fact that it's an off-screen death and the fact that the dog went, look, I'm with you, right? I'm with
Scooby-Doo
you.
in this bitch.
But I just, for me personally, as an audience member, I hate cheap deaths. I hate fake deaths.
I agree.
I hate, like, you guys
Keep
used to
him
watch
dead.
The Walking Dead. Do you remember when they fucking fake killed Glenn? Like, I was so pissed. Like, so I
you.
don't like
Spoilers.
I don't like the fake outs, right? So it's my thing is like, dude, just
Keep
let
him
it
dead.
be. And also the fact that Winston was like, "Dust Vadanya, my son." Like, it's like, dude, that's a good ending. Like, and he was like,
No,
like literally
don't-
saying farewell. But
I don't
Yeah.
want John Wick 5
I'm
as
with
much
you.
as I like this franchise.
Money talks.
Let it fucking end. But who are we to judge? Now it is time for a little segment we call Letterbox Time. This is where we move on over to Letterbox, and I want to know y'all's Letterbox scores of the movie before we look at what Letterboxd community has to say. So, Tim, you by far have been the most harsh on
yeah.
this movie.
Yes.
What is your letter? Even if you haven't scored it yet,
Oh, I scored
out
it.
of 5, what do you give it?
I'm finally aware of how the show runs after
Tim,
3
in
episodes.
case you weren't aware, this is the
Yeah.
time where you give me the score.
I do,
that you-
and it's out of 5. Not there's no half. Yeah, I got you.
No, there are halves. There are halves.
I don't. Oh, there are halves. Yes, sorry, but I remember.
See, you
whatever.
are not aware.
No, I was drinking a lot during the other episodes. I don't give a
Oh, me
shit,
too.
and I'm gonna get so much hate. But then I'm not because I went on the John Wick fucking Reddit, and I even looked up what's the best.
I was on the
Wick-
Reddit. We're
I don't
also
give a shit.
cool.
Yeah, they are
Ooh.
cool. Yeah.
Oh, Reddit.
And it's actually very divided between 1 and 4. It's very divided between 1 and 4. But I would
is it?
say that I give this, and I know you guys like it. I don't care.
Tim, just fucking spit it out.
It's cold, tension, and suspense. 2 out of 5.
That is a shit score, and you are a shit
harsh.
human being.
Okay. Hey, at least he stuck to his guns because the whole time he was like, "Yeah, this wasn't for me."
No, and that's what sucks, because obviously the movies that I'm quoting, I like action. Like, I've seen all these fucking movies. I know who these guys are, and it just was like
Quit bragging.
too long. There's so many things you should have cut out, and I really can't stand the waiting to fight guys in the background. And it just was like everything took forever to fucking happen. And the reason why I'm really pissed off about this fucking movie, and I'll tell you right now, we didn't really touch on it. He never went after the fucking table. The whole time he was supposed to go after the fucking table, and then like, no, he's going after the
Bill
marquee.
Skarsgård was part of the table.
No,
And he
Bill
shot, and he
Skarsgård,
shot the elder, which
who's
for
not.
me,
No.
I didn't care about that sequence in the desert. That was like 10 minutes.
I'm with you.
They could have
But
shaved
the
that
other
off.
was
Like,
But when
hate
Skarsgård
desert.
had the fucking thing and he sent it to Winston said all 12 members of the table signed this. So that means that fucking the elder wasn't, I guess, part of the table, or I don't know who the fuck he was. But Wick should have went after the whole fucking table and
Right.
killed the whole thing. I wanted him to upset, to fucking turn over this whole assassin society and fucking just say, I'm the fucking Baba Yaga. I'm the boogeyman, bitch. You don't fuck with me, or I'm going to fuck with you. And that's what I wanted to happen. And then this marquee guy came out of nowhere. And I was just like, who the fuck is this shitty fucking fan? Sorry.
hey,
sorry.
to be
So,
fair, I think
got angry.
seeing like the actual members of the table and maybe do a Kill Bill, like
Yes.
kill list, that would have been cool.
something
Like, you
that.
know,
it just seemed too neat. It was like,
Right.
instead of going after the table, I just have to make a deal with this one guy, and then if I kill this one guy, then everything's fine. And somehow Winston's
Yeah.
like, hey, I betrayed you, but I still want a little piece of the action without
like-
any of the fucking thing, you know?
instead of the
Wow,
table
him-
or Scott Adkins, you get Pennywise the clown.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow,
Dude,
Tim,
Scott
what an
Adkins would have been-
interesting,
Imagine, hold on.
what an
Imagine
interesting
the
thing
fight
you've
scene.
said.
Imagine the fight scene of Scott Adkins was it at the end, and they couldn't use pistols. It was like fists, like he lost. Oh, that fight scene.
Wow, that was a really cool thought you just had. Loretto,
Thank you.
what do you give Letterboxd score John Wick 4?
So what's interesting, I actually had to like fucking look it up. Minus the fact that I surprisingly didn't put a verbal review on how much I liked it, but I gave it a 4.5 out of 5.
Oh, very interesting. Okay. Do you know offhand without having to look up where you ranked it on the others? Is this your favorite? I think you already said
so
this.
I think 4. So I think 1 was around the same range. 2 was like a 4, and I think 3 was like a little bit under. But Chapter 4 is my favorite of the franchise. And again, look, I understand the runtime is really long. There's some goofy things happening here, but for me, in terms of appreciating like the one-shot sequences with the frickin' dragon breath shotguns and the way that was filmed and presented, that was incredible. I love Donnie Yen. I love Hiroyuki Sanada. So there's like a bunch of things here that just worked for me as a fan, as an action fan. So I think I was able to overlook, because at this point, we're 4 chapters in. I'm not even worried about the story as much. I'm just like, give me something cool, give me something interesting. And I really, really liked the Osaka sequence. I thought with the lights out, with the archers, with the bells, and Donnie Yen fighting Hiroyuki, it was chef's kiss. And then I just feel like the rest of the film, minus the Dragon's Breath part, didn't live up to that standard. But I liked it the best out of the franchise for sure.
Okay. So, John Wick Chapter 1, I gave 4 stars. John Wick Chapter 2, I gave 4 stars. John Wick Chapter 3, I gave 4 stars. Even though it was my favorite. John Wick Chapter 4, I pulled up my letterbox from when I saw it in theaters. I had given it 4 stars. This time, I changed it to 4.5. I bumped it up.
Oh!
I bumped it up. This is my favorite of the franchise. The only one in the series that I bumped up above a 4. Now, as you can see, I had a lot of complaints. I had a lot of gripes, but they were stupid nitpicking, like just, poking fun at it. All in all, I think this movie is so ridiculous. So the gripes that I'm coming at it with are ridiculous gripes, but it's because the movie is fucking ridiculous. And it's okay being ridiculous. It has accepted its own ridiculousness, and it excels within it. So and you guys were like, okay, the roundabout sequence, that sequence is so ridiculous. Okay, the first 2 or 3 cars that hit somebody and crash, you have a traffic jam. Everybody's going to stop. Here, people drive for 3 hours, no matter who they hit, or how many cars they sideswipe, nobody stops. And I didn't care.
I think that was my problem with that sequence. It's like 5 guys have died from cars, and the cars keep coming. Like it was like almost like auto like AI generated. Like
dude, it's the French. They don't give a shit.
They don't give a fuck.
It's a French body. It's the same car. It's the same car hitting every single guy.
It really is. He's just smoking a cigarette. He's like,
he's just like, I don't give a shit. Fuck Americans.
One of us after recording a podcast.
Fuck you Americans. I don't give a fuck on you and your assassins. I don't give a shit.
Just fucking Timbo after recording Ballerina. Just like, get out of the way. It's stuck in a circle.
I actually want to see Ballerina. I like the girl.
Hey, seriously, I would love to hear your thoughts on Ballerina. So let me know how that goes.
So, and now if we go to the people, the Letterboxd community. All right, so this movie has an average rating of 3.9 out of 5. That is out of 885,043 reviews. The most common rating is a 4 out of 5 at 31%. So, it's a pretty positive reviewed movie. That being said, does anybody have final thoughts? Something we didn't get to, something you feel urgent, something you need to say? And then we're going to close out with a cheers, and we're going to... sorry, holding that burp in. We're going to close out with a cheers, and we're going to end this bad boy on a drunken note.
So, the Spaniard guy that's pretty much Bill Skarsgård's right-hand man, that motherfucker. You know what? He did a good job, because I hated him, but he just kept sticking around. He freaking stuck around in the warehouse fight with the dragon's breath, and then he was on the steps, and he was in Osaka.
Yeah.
Like he just
you couldn't get rid of him.
He just kept hanging around. I was like, this fucking guy. But I will say, I think it got a loud pop with the theater crowd too. When the dog laid into him, I was like, this is sweet redemption. Whatever, maybe it's fan service. But I kind of feel like Chad Stahelski and the John Wick crew, I think that's why I like 4 so much.
They know what's up.
Because it does give you little fan servicey moments like, hell yeah, of course John Wick saved the dog. Like, you know, like, just like moments where you're like, fuck yeah. And then seeing him and Donnie Yen go up the steps, like, it's like, it gave you moments to cheer about, especially as an action fan, so.
I appreciate it. Tim, you got anything to close us out, or have you said your piece?
I feel like I've been angry.
All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and close out the show.
No, I was like, that was perfect. Donnie Yen had the best action sequences in the whole fucking thing, wherever he was at.
Donnie Yen rules.
He rules. Scott Adkins was great. Keanu. I think the weakest action sequence was with Wick, which sucks because it's a movie. I don't think you needed the tracker. And I don't give a shit.
Honestly, I like that guy, but all right.
Yeah, I thought Tracker was cool.
I'm not saying I don't like him, and I'm not saying he had good moments. I'm just saying like the movie's so long, and there's so many other characters. Like I don't think you needed him.
Right.
Like,
I think you are right with you could have gotten rid of his parts of the story, and the movie would have functioned.
I think the movie would have been the same. Like there's still
right.
Because we saw
that makes sense.
It was rinse and repeat. We already saw dogs. We brought a dog back. We already saw Wick have to take on all the assassins when someone ups the ante and it's like, no, now there's more money against them. It's more and more hits. Like we already saw that. And like everyone has a billion fucking henchmen that are just gonna come at him. And like we said, because he's getting kind of older, his moves are a little slower, and you're just like, okay, let's fucking, what are we doing here? So that's why Donnie Yen I thought was a breath of fresh air because he's.
You know who wasn't back? Jason Mantzoukas wasn't back as a homeless dude.
That's true. He was not back as the homeless guy.
Third one. So. But all right, guys.
What about you, Josh? You got any thoughts?
No, man. I mean, just like I said, I think that this movie is ridiculous, but it owns its ridiculousness. I had a blast watching it. Is it too long? Yeah, probably. But I still wasn't at a time. There was not a moment where I was just like, fuck, I'm bored. Checking my watch. Like, is this thing almost over? I was just like, fuck, keep going. What else are you going to do? Just keep going.
I was going to say, I walked out the very first time like, fuck yeah. Like, I thought it was great. So, as much as I'm complaining about it, I had a lot of fun the first time. So
I actually was bored at one point.
Oh, jeez, shut up. So, wait, what point? When did you get bored? Before we close.
So we need to know.
When did I get bored? I think early on. Early on, I was like, what are we doing? What's
All right,
happening
well-
here? I think just before the Osaka thing, I was like, what the fuck? You know?
It didn't even
I mean,
take
no,
long
that
to
was-
get
sand
to Osaka.
sequence.
No, that was
15
super
minutes
early.
in.
No, that
Hey.
wasn't the point.
As
I'm
much
trying
as
to
I
think.
liked the sun shot with the silhouettes of the horses coming into view, after that I was like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? It was a
think that
horse
pissed me-
chase for like
I
5
think-
minutes.
Yeah, I think that pissed me off because he's like, we don't have a ring, and I'm a different guy. I was like, well, then what the fuck? And then he shoots him. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But
Well, now
Yeah,
we
don't have
had
your ring. I was like, wait, why is he here? Like, what?
then why is
what are
he
you doing?
fucking? That's when I was like, oh, he's gonna kill the table. Let's fucking go. And then it was like, no, he's not.
well,
And
you
I was
were
like,
wrong.
Yeah, it was when Skarsgård came on, and then every little bit after that, I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Well, you're not a Bill fan, but
I don't know. I thought
we
it was.
had
Is that Bill?
debated. We had debated whether we were going to do, which honestly now seems silly. We debated whether we were going to do ballerina. First, we were just going to do. I pitched 1 through 4, but why
No,
not? Do
I
ballerina?
said we had to do ballerina.
I
The whole
said
thing was part of the
I
franchise.
pitched it.
Oh, sorry.
So we did debate it because I was like, let's do 1 through 4, and you're like, no, let's do ballerina. And I'm glad we're going ballerina. Let's do the whole fucking franchise. It's a spin-off, but it's still part of it. It's
the
from the
whole
world of
point.
John Wick. That's literally the title.
The world of John Wick.
From the world
Yeah.
of John Wick.
And this is called the
Ballerina.
binge, where we binge, and then we binge
Oh, yeah.
by watching
true.
all of it.
So, we are going to close it out. You guys can find us on Letterboxd. We are the Binge Podcast. Find us on Twitter and the Spacebook and all those good places. And we will be back next week with the Ballerina to close out the John Wick franchise. And let's close this with a cheers, fellas. If you have a little glass, hold it up. Cheers. Raise a glass. Binge a franchise. We'll catch y'all later.